Hi, my name is Gabriel, Robotics Product Manager at Canonical, the publisher of Ubuntu. For the past decade, Ubuntu has provided with the best development environment for robotics, allowing companies to push innovation to every industry. And as companies scale, challenges of developing, deploying, and maintaining software also increase. We want to help you, providing you with the same infrastructure and expertise that allow Canonical to give Ubuntu to millions of users. I will show you the tools and the journey from development to deployment, which starts with us. You develop your applications on top of Ubuntu, and Ubuntu is a pillar stone hosting open source projects like ROS, PX4, Autoware, to name a few. This is a responsibility that we take seriously, and with each release of Ubuntu, we aim to increase the developer experience. Now, if you are working with different versions of Ubuntu, you can use LXD. LXD is a Linux container that will allow you to run in isolation a full operating system without the overhead of virtual machines. So for example, if you are developing with different versions of ROS and therefore different versions of Ubuntu, LXD is a great tool for you. Or if you want to simply preserve the safety of the host machine. If you want to use Ubuntu in different operating systems, like Windows or Mac, you have WSL or multipass tools that will allow you to get Ubuntu wherever you are. Multipass also offers you blueprints that will get you pre-configured environments. For example, if you run multipass launch, let's say ROS to Humble, you will get Ubuntu 22.04 pre-installed with ROS to Humble ready to be used. And if you want to get more out of Ubuntu, with Ubuntu Pro, with this subscription, you get several services like security maintenance for more than 23 devs in universe, real-time kernel, security certificates like FIPS, but also ROS ESM, security maintenance for ROS. Now that you have developed your application, your journey with Ubuntu continues. To deploy and manage your application, first you need to package it. And that's where you can use snaps. Snaps are confined Linux applications. You can draw some similarities, some analogies with containers. But while LXD is a container for development, snaps are a container for deploying final applications. Snaps bundle all the system dependencies, all the software dependencies that your application needs to simplify its installation and versioning in machines. While Sandbox, while confined, it's powered by interfaces that will allow your application that is packaged to access resources of the host, hardware interfaces, and other processes easily and securely. For example, with the network interface or the shared memory interface, snaps can share data and also apply some protocols like fast DDS. With interfaces like GPIO, I2C, DBus, you can do more easily with your application. So you don't have to worry about running a container with a privileged flag or running in another abstraction layer, juggling IP networks. Another key feature of snaps is that it's thought for deployment, giving you things such as over-the-air updates, automatic rollbacks on failure, Delta updates, and strict security policies, everything that you need out of the box. You don't have to implement it, you don't have to maintain it. So, how do I package my application with snaps? You need a YAML file where you will specify the build and what applications you're going to be exposing. You can take a monolithic approach where you will put everything in a single snap, or with some modularity. You decide. By running a snap graph, the framework for building snaps, you will get a .snap file ready for its deployment. And using tools like plugins and extensions like Colcon, CatClean, or ROS extension, snapping your application is much easier. Software vendors like Google or Microsoft choose snaps to deploy their application on Ubuntu. You can do the same for your robot. Once you have packaged your application using Snap, you can start deploying it. And for that, you can use the Snap Store. The Snap Store is an app repository hosted by Canonical, maintained by Canonical. And today you can leverage different applications developed by the robotics community directly on your computer development environment or your robot. Simply run sudo snap install and the name of the application that you want to use. Gazebo, Plot Juggler, Fox Studio, Micro ROS, Turtlebot 3C. There's plenty to choose. If you want to release your application to the Snap Store, run the command snapcraft release the name of your app, the revision, and the channel. And your application will be accessible to millions of Linux users or directly to your robots. As you can see, the store offers you a rich semantic channel for you to have granularity when developing different versions of your software, different customization of your software. But if what you want is a private app repository, you can use the IoT App Store. It's still hosted and maintained by Canonical. It can be curated to your brand image, giving you access to your team, your users, to your applications. It also comes with features like on-prem edge proxy, air gaps updates, device authentication, and much more. Now that you have packaged your application and you know how to distribute it, we need to find the right operating system to host it, the right operating system for your robot. Ubuntu powers your development station. Ubuntu Core, your innovations. Ubuntu Core is an optimized version of Ubuntu, lightweight and with security and operation on the field at its heart. While it uses the same kernel and system dependencies that allows you to move from development to production easily, it also gives you key features out of the box that your robot needs, that your device needs to operate. Let's start with its architecture. The operating system is packaged using snaps. The kernel is also packaged with snaps. And your applications sitting on top will also be packaged using the snaps, meaning that all of the features that we describe will apply to each of the layers of the system. Since all of these different processors are sandbox, security breaches, for example, won't expand to the whole system. And through the use of interfaces, they can talk to each other, they can share resources easily and securely. Security is at the heart of Ubuntu Core. Besides the 10 years of security maintenance, we also offer you full disk encryption, secure boot, strict sandbox policies, strict security policies, which will provide you with tamper-proof applications, meaning that safety and liability will be managed. Other features, such as running automatically applications after boot or orchestration of services using hooks, shows you why Ubuntu Core is the best option for your robot. Working with our Silicon and ODM partners, we certified different robotics boards that we regularly test to guarantee the quality and stability that your robot deserves. If you are using out of the 3 drivers, you can also access these services to guarantee the same quality. Where should you start? Your robotics team at Canonical has developed several resources to guide you in each of these steps. Through developer guides, tutorials, and documentations, we are here to help you in this journey. If you're looking for commercial support, Canonical also offers you the services to get to market faster your device. This is your journey, this is your infrastructure. We are proud of being part of your team, and together we will keep powering robotics in every industry. Thank you.